Eagles Ravens. I know you were excited about this game. I think everybody was, but seemed like a bit of a heavyweight battle today, huh?
I don't know if there's two bigger lines on both sides. I mean, those two
Massive.
teams right there. I mean, that is a heavyweight fight right there, right? I mean, you talk about the Eagles offensive line, the Ravens D line, even the Ravens offensive line and the Eagles D line. I mean, that's what you want. You want a trench battle. That's the kind of game every coach that coaches D line or O line is watching, because those are some of the best doing it. But you look at that game, and I thought to me, man, this is a great opportunity to kind of see, all right, the Eagles have been on this roll since the bye week, and they've been able to overpower some teams, but probably some teams that you wouldn't say that was really their strong suit and their identity. To go against the Ravens and show it again, like, this is our identity. This is who we're going to be. We're going to just keep plowing away defensively, offensively. We're going to play physical style of football. Fitz, I'm starting to become a Nick Sirianni guy. I mean, hey, listen.
Yeah, you are.
It's working.
Yeah,
I'm starting to believe. Listen, one, he shaved his head. So, anybody that gets close to being bald, we're kind of friends already. But he's now 44-19 during his time as the Eagles head coach. I mean, he has the number one winning percentage of all active NFL head coaches.
He just wins, baby. He just
wins. So, I mean, to me, you think about this, like, you think about Philly's game plan, you think about how they executed it. Saquon Barkley continues to just keep stacking on what is an MVP season. He tied Adrian Peterson in touchdowns today from Adrian Peterson's year that he won the MVP. He's right there with him in yards per game, yards per carry, all those things. Man, he's got a chance, to me, like, really, truly, to be the MVP of this league. I think when you look at this game, I thought it told me more about the Eagles than I think really what I do about the Ravens. The Ravens kind of are what the Ravens are to me. And the Eagles, I wanted to see them play against a Lamar Jackson type offense. And to me, I now say what I said. You didn't want to do this last week. I tried to tell you that we needed to pick who's going to be in the end. I'm going to tell you again. The Lions and the Eagles are going to be there at the end. And right now, as it stands, I'm leaning towards thinking that the Eagles are going to be representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. I know it's a big statement.
We got a chance. See, we got a chance to watch the Lions this week, right?
That's right. So I want to see this game, and then I'm ready.
Okay, and I love the Packers, so I want to see this game too, because it's going to be a great game. But I'll say the thing that Philly does so well on defense, and that they've been doing so well since the bye with Vic Fangio, bend but don't break, but they make you earn everything, and you have to be consistent. And Baltimore, and Lamar, they just weren't consistent enough today. They couldn't string those plays together. And then the thing that you mentioned with Philly, that, I mean, since their bye week early on, when they're sitting at 2-2, they found their identity, which is run the ball with Saquon Barkley. This offense goes through him. And so in this game, they get down, not 10-0, Justin Tucker, but 9-0. And they stuck to it. They stuck to the game plan. They didn't panic. They didn't start throwing the ball all over the yard. They know who they are. They want to live in that. Their defense is playing well enough that they can live in that mode. And it's been a really lethal combination for them. 8-0 since the bye, which is crazy. The one other thing that just scares me about the Ravens, and their pass defense has been atrocious all year.
Right.
And it just, some of it's mind-boggling, because it's the biggest switch they made was obviously the defensive coordinator with McDonald going to Seattle and Zach Orr stepping in, but they don't have a lot of different players on defense, so it's kind of strange. But they haven't won a game this year when they've scored less than 28 points. That sticks out to me. So if this is not the Ravens of old, if they're going to make noise in the playoffs, it's going to be through Derrick Henry, and it's going to be through Lamar. And Lamar's got to play better than he has the last few weeks.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's concerning to me too, because originally this defense throughout the season has really been, all right, in the secondary, they're giving up a lot of yards and points and everything else. But up front, stopping the run, they had been one of the best groups in the league, and even the explosive run. And then now over the last few weeks, even Pittsburgh ran the ball on them some. They've started to kind of get leaky against the run game. And I don't know if that's to try to protect the pass game some. They're not doing as much there or what. But now you're starting to see people are just moving the football and scoring points on them. And I think that puts a lot of pressure on Lamar and this Ravens offense if they can't stop people defensively. But this was a good one. I mean, it was a great fight. It was a big battle. I mean, it definitely what you would consider a heavyweight title fight. against two teams in two different conferences kind of gives us a little bit of a measuring scale of where both of them are at.
Yeah, for sure.